And the
Yes.
fourth thing, I always believe in it, that is positive affirmation. They should start
Mm.
feeling themselves as a
Yes.
good public speaker. They are very nice public speaker. They are speaking in front of large audience. They are very
Yes.
much confident. So I always feel, in my case also, I always always do affirmation like I'm a very good speaker. I am speaking on a
Great.
stage. There are
Yes.
large audience. I am talking to native speakers. So these type of I have four things in my mind I want to share with my audience. That is how they can stay motivated. First thing is keep track you are learning. If
Mm.
they always track their learning, like for example, they are learning every day, but they don't know how much they have learned,
Mm.
how much they have to learn in future. So I always suggest them they should start writing, put
Mm.
a day and wrote all the things whatever you have learned, like for example you have learned idioms, phrases and a new sentence, so you can write down, and end of the day you will find you have learned so many things, and you will feel motivated internally because you know you have learned this much, and
Yes.
you start using that thing, so you will feel automatically you will gain some
Mm.
confidence. And
Mm.
second thing is reward yourself whenever you feel, yes, I have done one good conversation. I have talked any native speakers, or I have watched 2 hours movie in English and I
Yes.
found out new vocabulary. So try to give reward yourself.
Yes.
Like you can eat any chocolate, you can go out, you can have a cup of coffee because you have done a lot of things.
Yes.
So I feel you can reward yourself after doing things you wanted to do. That is also a nice way to keep motivated.
Mm.
And the third thing is create a routine. If you create a
Mm.
routine, if you create a routine, like if you, for example, you want to read books, but you are not into reading, so you can fix only one day. Like
Mm.
you can say, for instance, you can write down your notebook on Monday. I'm going to read one page.
Mm.
So you can like you should read on that particular day and
Mm.
reward yourself again, or like they should start creating a routine so automatically they can learn something,
Mm.
and they feel motivated when they complete their or daily tasks.
Actually, when we self-talk, that is called as soliloquy. If we do soliloquy with ourselves, means positive thinking and positive talk. So that gives us confidence.
Right.
Because what happens with us, we always think about the people. Okay, what they are thinking about us, what she's thinking about us, and in that manner, we also think about us in that manner. How they are thinking about us. So that's why self-talk is very important.
Hello, good morning. How are you? Welcome to the
Yes.
session.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. I'm good. What's about you?
Yeah, I'm also good. Thank you so much for asking. So, how was your morning? What did you do?
Yeah, my morning was good, and after waking up, I just obviously do my household chores and send my son for the school and my husband too. And after that, I did some reading. I do read every day, so I was reading, and yeah, that's how still the day has gone. And yeah,
You are also into reading. I remember.
yeah. The one thing, if I cannot leave in a whole day or not a single day, so that is reading.
Okay, so which book are you reading nowadays?
Even though before talking to you, I was just reading this book.
Okay, I also heard about it.
Don't believe everything you think. And this book is great. This book is all about the thought and thinking. And still, I read only 150 pages. Some pages has left. But this book is great. And for me, each and every book is great. But each and every book gives you different kind of perspective and different kind of idea or connects with your life.
Okay, so how many days do you take to read one book?
It depends. It depends means how much pages in this book, and it depends on my time also. Because as a homemaker, when sometimes we are free, but sometimes we are not free. But if I take one book and if I like this book, so I can read this book in one stretch within a 2 or 3 days, or sometime means in 1 week I can read two books, or
So,
most of the time. Yeah, it depends on the how much pages in this book.
yes, yes, yeah. And yes, I also started that initiative. I want to read 25 books in 2025. So I have
Okay.
already done 2 books. I am reading
Okay.
third.
Great. Yeah.
How
So,
many
so
books?
you set a particular days for a particular book, or means you have a plan, means in how many days you have to complete this book, and after that you will pick another book.
Yeah, it depends on, as you say, it depends on interest. If I find the
Hmm.
book is interested, so I try to complete as soon as possible. I try
Hmm.
to find more time for reading that book. If I
Hmm.
it's little boring for me, so it will
Hmm.
go long. Like
Same.
nowadays I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. So that book
Yeah.
is also interesting, but somewhere there is a so many financial terms.
Related.
So
Yeah. Yeah. If people
that
are
is
interested, yeah.
that book. Yeah, it took me around 15 days to read that book, and that
Hmm.
heavy also. There are so many pages, around 350 pages. Are there?
Hmm. Yeah.
It takes.
Last time. Yeah. Otherwise, if I like this book, any book, so I try to read it twice or sometimes thrice also.
So have
Because
you done?
when we read the same book in a twice or thrice, so it takes less time.
Yes. So have you read that The Secret Power of Subconscious Mind? Have you
Yes,
read?
by Joseph Murphy.
Yeah.
Yes,
First,
yes, yes. I read it.
do you do
Yes.
affirmations and the law of attraction? Do you believe in it?
Yeah, actually, I believe in it, law of attraction, but it should be, I think, the law of attraction, it comes within from you. Means if you want to attract something, but we are not doing anything, means on this path. So how we can attract the things? The first thing is that we have to take a action. Action is more important,
Right.
and everybody wants to have good things for their life, and that is
But
mandatory also. Yeah.
I also believe in actions too, but I feel thoughts are the things. If we are thinking something, so definitely there is that thing. If we want to
Yes.
achieve it, so first we
Yes.
have to create a thought and we should start working towards
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Then it will
Yes. Yes. Yes,
real force.
definitely. And this book is all about that. Means, firstly, we should have a thought, and our thought, how our thoughts become a thinking. So
Right.
this book
Right.
is all about that.
Yeah, when I read, so after that I started believing in it, and there's so many experiences I had till now. So
Yes,
now
yes,
there is a strong belief on the law of attraction. I always do. I read all like I every day do some positive affirmations about things. Like I feel I'm a good speaker. I feel I am a great motivator. So these type of
yes,
things I
yes,
always feel, and it makes me
definitely.
confident too,
Yes,
and I feel motivated too.
yes, yes. This is the best thing. Actually, when we self-talk, that is called as soliloquy. If we do soliloquy with ourselves, means positive thinking and positive talk. So that gives us confidence.
Right.
Because what happens with us, we always think about the people, okay, what they are thinking about us, what she's thinking about us, and in that manner, we also think about us in that manner, how they are thinking about us. So that's why self talk is very important. And
Right.
obviously, I also believe in the gratitude, and I've always means after waking up, the first time when the first thing which I do, that is gratitude.
Okay. So do you write your
Yes.
affirmations?
Affirmations, yeah, means not every day, but yeah, obviously, I just say thank you for each and everything, even when I wake up. And a lot of people are struggling to wake up at the same time. And we are not believing and we are not realizing even the life we are living. So I think 80% people are struggling to live that life.
Correct. That is true.
So already
101%.
we are blessed.
There are so many things. If we look around us, so there are so many things we can gratitude for that.
Yes. So obviously, it's a gratitude.
But we always focus upon problems. We
Yes.
don't focus upon
Actually, our
solutions.
mind tells us. Yeah. Our mind works like that.
Right. Okay, so
Yes.
I want to have a conversation on the topic that is motivation, how to stay motivated when life gets
Yeah.
tough. So
Tough.
I want to
Yeah.
know your point of view on it first.
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, according to me, if I talk about myself, so when we talk about the life or when I talk about the life, so if we have a life, so we don't have any chance or we cannot say we are not motivating because we are alive. If we have a life or we are alive, so obviously it's a motivation or we are full of life. Because as I already told you, same that time we are alive, we are feeling we are alive. So that time so many people they are struggling with the life. Even for one breath, they are taking, and we just took. So obviously, this is the best reason, or this is the main point to live when we are feeling demotivated, when we are feeling okay, we don't have anything, but still we have life, and if we have life, so we have hope also. And another thing is that another point is that life is not a bed of roses. Life is a blend of some happiness and some struggle. If suppose if I never face failure, so how can I taste the success of how can I taste success, and how can I know about the success? Okay, this is a success. So that is failure is very important. If I have gone through with the situations again and again and again, and after that if I get success, so obviously now I can realize, okay, that is a success. And before that we have to go through with the situation. So it's not about red of roses, bed of roses for anyone, not for me, not for anyone. Everybody is struggling, and life is all about that.
Correct. And then we do struggle a lot, and after that, after struggling a lot, when we get success, we taste fruit of success. That's
Hmm.
very
Yes,
tasty.
how we knew this is the fruit of success if we never see failure. So if suddenly if I get to know, okay, that is a failure, so sometimes we feel very awkward. Even you have seen so many cases are happening, so many means people are not they are not ready to face failure because
Right.
they before that they never did it, they never encountered with that.
They
So
have a fear
suddenly
of
comes up.
fear of failure. That is why they don't start
Yes,
doing anything. They thought,
anything.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'm not failing." So they
Yes,
feel very comfortable in that zone. So, but
zone.
that is wrong thing. They are not
Yes,
learning anything.
yes,
They are
yes,
just there, and they are just spending time, and they are just like they are just how can I say? They are just losing their life day
yes.
by day. They are
Yeah,
not
in the
learning.
same
And life
manner.
is about experiencing things and learning things.
Yes, yes. Life is all about the struggle, and it's a blend. It's a blend. It's a mixture of both the things. Some days you are very feel very happy, and some days you are feel in the morning. Even some days, what happens? We are prepared. We have planned everything. But what happens because of some another circumstances? Suppose we are not feeling that, even a lot of cold outside. So that day we don't want to get up, or we and we feel bored. But not each and every day can be same. Even though we are prepared for that. So we should be means not every day is the same for anyone.
So how do you stay motivated in learning English journey? How you stay motivated while learning this language? Because sometimes it gets
Yes,
tough.
yes,
We feel monotonous. We are doing same things
yes,
again and again. We are reading, we are writing, we are listening to English content, and we start speaking too. So
yes,
sometimes it becomes a little monotonous. So
yes.
how you stay motivated while learning this language?
Yes. Actually, yeah, obviously, means every time we cannot be motivated. Nobody can even. And I also feel sometimes because we have to every day we are going through the same process. Every day we are trying to read more, learn more, write more, speak more, so that we can go to the next level. And sometimes, obviously, I also feel demotivated. But demotivation, or it's a process of a life. We have to go through the. If we are not feeling like that, so that means we are not learning, because it happens when we are learning something new. So sometimes we are feeling we are stuck here.
Right,
So this is also a point. It comes, and after that we have to again go through the same process.
right.
Yeah, so that is important, and it's very obvious.
Yes, you
But
were
when
saying.
we have a hope, or we have a positive attitude, so we have a power to go through, isn't?
Yes, yes, you are saying right, and I also agree with your points. So I would like to add here some points. That is, I have four things in my mind I want to share with my audience. That is how they can stay motivated. First thing is keep track your learning. If
Hmm.
they always track their learning, like for example, they are learning every day, but they don't know how much they have learned,
Hmm.
how much they have to learn in future. So I always suggest them they should start writing, put
Hmm.
a day and wrote all the things whatever you have learned, like for example you have learned idioms, phrases, and a new sentence, so you can write down, and end of the day you will find you have learned so many things, and you will feel motivated internally because you have learned this much, and
Yes.
you start using that thing, so you will feel automatically you will gain some
Hmm.
confidence.
Hmm. Hmm.
And second thing is reward yourself whenever you feel, yes, I have done one good conversation. I have talked any native speakers, or I have watched 2 hours movie in English and I found out new vocabulary. So try to give reward yourself.
Yes.
Like you can eat any chocolate, you can go out, you can have a cup of coffee because you have done a lot of things.
Yes.
So I feel you can reward yourself after doing things you wanted to do. That is also a nice way to keep motivated. And the third thing is create a routine. If you create a routine, if you create a routine, like if you, for example, you want to read books, but you are not into reading, so you can pick only one day. Like you can say, for instance, you can write down your notebook on Monday. I'm going to read one page. So you can like you should read on that particular day and reward yourself again. Or like they should start creating a routine so automatically they can learn something and they feel motivated when they complete their or daily tasks. And the
Yes.
fourth thing I always believe in it, that is positive affirmation. They should start feeling themselves as a
Yes.
good public speaker. They are very nice public speaker. They are speaking in front of large audience. They are very much confident. So I always feel, in my case also, I always always do affirmation like I'm a very good speaker. I am speaking on a
Great.
stage. There are
Yes.
large audience. I am talking to native speakers. So these type of affirmation gives them a positive attitude. So I always believe in this. So these four things I think everybody should do every day, so they can stay motivated all the time. So these are my points. So what would you suggest them? What is your point of view on it?
Yes, 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 definitely. I'm totally agree with you. That is important. Actually, what happens, suppose we are learning something new, and today it's actually reading is a very mundane task. It's a monotonous. And
Right.
to start it very difficult, because when I started, it was very difficult to me. But if really anybody want to start, so the person can go with the thing which he or she likes.
Interesting.
Even though means we like a page of like storybook or anything, suppose even though we can start with some vocabulary, some good vocabulary which is very easy and relatable to us,
Right.
so we can start with that. And after that, if we already feel good because we know that the thing,
Yeah.
and if we create something with that, with the help of this, so it's a reward for us. We already rewarding ourselves through the journey, and gradually it becomes, because when we are feeling after reading, if we are feeling good, so obviously definitely we will go to the next page.
Correct.
But we cannot go until we are not aware the previous chapter or the previous page. So for that it should be very connected or relatable.
Yeah. First, we should try to find out our interest. What is
Yes.
our interest? Like
Yes.
for that
Yes.
we have to read. First, we can read. Like first we can listen to audiobook. If we find any interest in that
Yes. Yes.
audio,
It
we can buy.
depends. It depends.
Sometimes we buy some books, but after that buying that book, we
Yes.
feel no, it is not my cup of tea. I should read something
Yes.
different. So for
Hmm.
they don't waste money. I feel they don't try to
Hmm.
waste money. They should listen to audiobook. If they find
Obviously.
interest, then they can buy the book,
Yes.
physical
Yes.
book.
Obviously, we can actually we start to invest books after a certain point of time when we feel okay, this book I like. Or still it happens sometimes, suppose we are buying some books, but still after reading some pages we feel like okay, this book is not for me, or this book is not for my cup of tea, so we can sit just simply, we can just keep this book aside and we can take another book. And
Right.
as a human being we are matured enough, so we can know that okay, if I'm not interested, so I have to keep this book, I have to take another one.
Yeah.
This is the way. And obviously tracking is very important, because actually what happens, there are a lot of people and everybody's journey is different and everybody's time is also different. So we should not compare ourselves to another one, but yeah, we have to keep track of ourselves.
Right.
Okay, where I was yesterday and where I'm today, that is enough.
Right.
Because
Somebody.
what
Yeah.
happens, we started to compare, even though we don't know, means the how another person life looks like, but we started to create lot of thoughts in our mind. So comparison begins. And when comparison begins, so frustration starts. So that time our mind is not able to create new thoughts or good thoughts, because our mind is stuck in somewhere, isn't it?
Yes, yes, you are right. And you are saying right comparison. Nowadays, people are doing that. Like gradually, they are doing that. They don't feel motivated about their journey. They feel
Hmm.
person is doing so well in their life, that person has done this much, but they don't appreciate themselves. So I think there everybody
Obviously,
has their own journeys. They have
own
their
journey.
own.
Resources are different, journeys are different, atmosphere are different, environment is different, time limits are different. Everybody has a different set of routine.
We should
And but
appreciate ourselves.
yes,
Like what
yes,
we've done, that is enough. We have done so much in our life, so we should appreciate ourselves. And yes, we should try to learn from others, but don't compare yourself to
yes,
others.
yes, yes, yes,
That's
and
the
yeah,
much of
yeah,
learning this language.
yes,
And
yeah,
even in life, also we can do it even in our real life also. Not in
yes,
English only. We can relate it in our real life too.
sure,
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay. So, what is your genre? Like, which type of books do you love to read?
Actually, recently I was reading Sudha Murthy ma'am, and I read lot of books by Sudha Murthy ma'am, and this is a book of for I mean these are the story books, and these books are very easy to read and very easy to understandable. So what happens when we go through with the one book? So we you are connected with that book, and gradually I found my interest in reading. And it's not a particular genre. I started with the reading books, and it depends the I take the book according to my choice, and if I like this book, so I continue this book. If I don't like, I just keep the book aside and I take another one. Most of the time it's a reading book. It's a sometimes it's fictional, sometimes non-fictional too, but it depends.
And in storybook, everybody can find interest because
Relatable.
they are small and we can relate and be easy to understand. So,
Yes,
beginner,
words are very easy.
right. So nowadays, I have collected so many books. I went to the World Book Fair. That time, I have bought so many books from there. So nowadays, I'm like my genre is self-help book. I believe I always love to read self-help books, but I am at that level now. I can read some more interesting book. Means I feel I am at intermediate level, so I should start reading some advanced books. Means some native speakers books. So I bought some books related to spirituality, related to public speaking, and for example, I bought your Energize Your Mind from
Okay,
Valdas. Attitude is Everything, public speaking, or how TED Talk. That is
great.
also. So now I feel no, I should read some advanced books too, so that
Yes,
my
yes,
English will improve and I can add new vocabulary. I can add value in audience lives too. Whatever I am reading, so I can
yes,
share with my audience too.
yes.
So uh, these types like Sudha Murthy and Atomic Habits, I have already done these type of books. So now I am reading some advanced book. There is one more book, at autobiography of a yogi. That is also very
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
I
Recently, yeah, yeah. You told me last time you are reading this book.
Yes, so these type of books I started reading, and I feel a lot more confident in me, and I feel yes, now my thoughts are little clear just because of reading. I started reading some heavy books, so there are so many new words, new vocabulary. So I feel yes, so my level is now increasing day by day.
Hmm. Hmm.
This is
If
why
it's
I.
reading, yeah, if you are reading and the book is understandable and the vocabulary is clear because we are reading, so obviously that time we this book is relatable for us. It makes
Right, right.
so
And
we
for
can
beginners,
go through.
I would suggest like don't go for native speakers. Just buy simple books and start reading. First, develop the habit of reading.
Yes,
Then you
yes, yes.
reading
For
anything.
business, yeah. Even we should know our level first.
Right, right.
And if you are means if you are buying the books, or if you are suppose if you are taking any book, if you are going somewhere or somebody is suggesting any book to me, or if I buy this book, but if after some time if I'm not getting interested in that, so what happens sometimes our means area of interest has also gone.
We lose our interest in reading
Yes,
too. Not
yes.
only books,
So
in reading too. We
for
lose
it,
our
yes,
interest.
yes, yes. So this is also a concern part.
So choose wisely whatever your
Yes,
interest book wisely and start reading. And I
yes,
always suggest people start reading aloud. It is very helpful. I
yes,
always out loud, and
yes.
it is helping me too. So they can also read out loud. Yes, they can read in mouth also, but whenever they get chance, like once or twice in a week, they should start reading out loud. So with
Reading
the
out loud is very important.
yes,
Either
so
you are reading only one page, But reading out loud, that means you are giving 10 benefits when we are reading. So at the same time, we are giving 10 benefits. We are taking 10 benefits from it, because reading out loud, it's not only about the reading muscles, mouth muscles. It trains our ears. It trains our all sense organs. So
Right.
reading in a best way is also a skill.
Yeah. Yes.
So
So
yeah,
reading out is really helpful for learners. They can
for
start
learners.
reading.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So anything else you want to ask or share? Do you have any question for me?
No, not such kind of means questions. How is your journey going on? Means you are feeling good after doing that all the things.
Yes, I'm feeling good. I
You are
always
enjoying.
appreciate myself for whatever I have done till
Very
now.
good.
I've done so much, and I always start learning. I always keep curious to know new things. I always learn new things, and with the help of books, I am learning so much. Uh, and like if I connect with some people like you, so I got to know about their journey, and again I feel motivated. Yeah, they are doing so many things in their life, and I should also do so many things in my life. Not only related to English, in real life, there's so many struggle in our life, so we should try to do so many things.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very
Yes.
happy with my journey.
Yes.
I
Yes.
am
It's all about experiences.
right, right.
Great.
Okay. So, how is your things going on in your life apart from English?
Uh, Means great. Everything is going good. Everything is going smooth. And according to me, means I never compare myself to anyone. So my journey is I know the my journey. So I'm very contented with it,
And
because
whenever
if
I
I'm feeling happy within myself,
yeah, and
so I
whenever
think this
I
is the best way.
correct. And whenever I connect with you, I have done two sessions with you, and I feel really motivated whenever I connect with you because you are also very kind, humble, and inspirational person for so many women out there. So I feel connected to you, and I feel motivated from you. That is why
Thank you.
I invited you again. I wanted to
Oh,
have a conversation with you. It is also
yeah.
a nice conversation with you.
Yes,
I enjoy.
same from my side. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. And yeah, that's how we create the thing.
Yeah,
And I totally believe in it.
yeah. Okay, then I think now we should
We
wrap
should.
it up. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
a lot. Thank you
Yes.
so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you.